Hello again, everyone. We're off and running on this Sunday edition of Thoroughbred Action here from beautiful Gulfstream Park. Jason Blewett joining you from our Paddock Set Studios as we cap a 4-day week and, of course, send a hearty congratulations to one of our own, jockey Tyler Gaffalione, upsetting yesterday's 144th Preakness, and in turn the native of Davie, Florida, born just a few furlongs here from Gulfstream Park, picking up his first Classic win. That was pretty awesome. But that was yesterday. This is now, and we have track announcer Pete Aiello standing by, in fact, with much, much more.
11 races to close the racing week here in South Florida. Another great day weather-wise with a sunny sky, a fast main track, and a firm turf course. We kick it off with race number 1, sprinting 5 furlongs on turf, an allowance-optional claiming event with a scratch of 7 and 8, a field of 6, a classy and game field of 6. First race favorites included the 3, Grand Saman, and the 4, Tenacity Zip. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start in between horses for Tenacity Zip, who's headed off for the early lead. Away racing in second is Diamond Majesty. Up to third goes Grand Saman. Then Sovereign Warrior and Black Jet, and Focus on Me is last. Down the backstretch they go. Tenacity Zip has the lead with Grand Saman on the outside second. Up to their joint third is Sovereign Warrior outside of Diamond Majesty. Then Black Jet, who rides the rails second last. And the trailer is Focus on Me. 3 furlongs remain through the opening quarter in 21 and 3. With the advantage, Tenacity Zip by a neck. On the outside, Grand Saman stays glued to him second. Diamond Majesty, he'll have a shot to rally from there under Jose Bautista. Panici swings wide with Focus on Me, and they're at the top of the stretch. Many chances here. Tenacity Zip cuts the corner and still has the lead. Grand Saman right back at him on the outside second. Diamond Majesty and Black Jet are next. Final 16th of a mile. Tenacity Zip with Grand Saman lunging on the outside. This is going to get close, too close to call. Grand Saman surged on the money to try to get Tenacity Zip. Picture time at 55 and 2. The 2 favorites drop the gloves inside the final 1/8 of a mile and go at it. The win going to number 3, Grand Saman, in narrow fashion under jockey Miguel Vasquez, for trainer Steve Claceris and owner Steve Claceris and Hibiscus Stable. It was 4, Tenacity Zip, who was tenacious as always, while second, ahead of number 2, Diamond Majesty, who ran third. Let's go to the second race and begin the early pick 4. Claimers at 1 mile over the main track. These are fillies and mares in for an asking price of $25. In for an asking price of $12,500. A field of 6 signed on. Favorites were number 3, Rolling Bobby, and number 5, Papa's Girl. And they're off. Good beginning for Hannah Catherine on the outside. From between horses, Micah's Girl is showing speed. Moving out the rail, Karuka. In between horses, Rolling Bobby. Rolling Bobby puts a neck on top. Micah's Girl is there second. Karuka's at the inside with Hannah Catherine on the outside. Second last is Papa's Girl, and the early trailer is Valerie first. They exit the chute and link on to the main course with the opening quarter complete. Micah's Girl hooking Rolling Bobby up front through the opening quarter mile of 24 and 1. Off the flank of the top 2 is Hannah Catherine from third. Karuka kept close at the rail fourth. Followed between horses fifth by Papa's Girl, and 2.5 to the trailer, Valerie first. They make their way to the half-mile point, and with the advantage, it's Rolling Bobby in front to half a length. Micah's Girl still there second. Now Prado gets into action with Hannah Catherine. His hand was forced by a 4-wide move from Papa's Girl. Papa's Girl going on a move right now, and she's not really making much ground. They've raced ahead of Karuka, and Valerie first is last. 46 and 4 for a distinct quickening in the second quarter, and Micah's Girl at a big price is giving Rolling Bobby all she wants up front. Rolling Bobby toward the inside, held together pretty well by Miguel Vasquez. Micah's Girl is alongside second. Papa's Girl, that move was a failed move at the top of the stretch. The rest are out of it, and they're at the top of the stretch. One of the favorites are a long shot. Long shot has the lead. Micah's Girl in front. Rolling Bobby back for a little bit more toward the inside. Papa's Girl down the center with a second wind. Final 1/8 of a mile. It's Rolling Bobby in front. From between horses, Micah's Girl, Papa's Girl getting on track late. 16th to go. Here's the finish. It's Rolling Bobby. Rolling Bobby got the win. Papa's Girl with a very bizarre run. She was second ahead of Micah's Girl, who was third in 1:38 and 3. Number 5, Papa's Girl, with a bit of an awkward trip here today. A horse who had a great trip and a game win was number 3, Rolling Bobby. Held together nicely by jockey Miguel Vasquez. Miguel gets a sweep of the early daily double. Time for a commercial break. Still to come, the rest of the Sunday card. Don't go away.
The best chance for success begins with a solid foundation. At Hardacre Farm, early personal one-on-one care starts the journey to becoming a champion. Bred to leading stallions, our mares represent the highest standards. Hardacre Farm's signature in the breeding industry. Based in Ocala, Florida, breeder and owner Amy Tarrant has inspired excellence throughout her entire career. In your quest for success, start with Hardacre Farm, breeding the champions of tomorrow.
Back now for race number 3 on the program, on the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. These are fillies and mares. Put Jose Bautista on number 1, Alexandra's Joy. Scratch number 10, Tweety Kitten. The 13, 15, and 16 also withdrawn. Chuck Lopez on the 14, Rote to a Diva. And they're off. Love Bomb and Rote to a Diva off a step slower than the others. It was a good start from between for Tequila Sheila, who's heading out for the lead. Alexandra's Joy has speed toward the inside, and these two move 2 lengths ahead of a third running Coffee Futures. Down inside is Damaska to race from 4th, out 3 wide 5th goes Caspian Tail. Then it's the favorite, Me Carlita, who's 6th and down toward the inside, racing 2 ahead of Boastful Contessa. Then it's a gap of another 2 lengths back toward the rail. That's Gracie's Dream racing ahead of Rushia Mora. Down inside while 3rd last is Sophie Says, then Love Bomb 2nd last, and Rote to a Diva is last as they went 23 flat for a sharp opening quarter. Down the backstretch they go. Marcos Meneses and Tequila Sheila have the lead. They lead now by 2.5. Alexandra's Joy is there 2nd. It's a gap of 3. Damaska racing on the inside of Coffee Futures 3rd and 4th. Me Carlita follows them with Caspian Tail out 3 wide. That's Boastful Contessa through a 46 3/2 mile. Around the forward turn they go. On the outside, here's Alexandra's Joy up to confront and go by Tequila Sheila. Gap of 3 to Damaska and Coffee Futures. Where are the back markers? There aren't any, at least not yet. And they're at the top of the stretch. 3-1 look awfully nice here on Alexandra's Joy, who turns first with Damaska now in pursuit. Toward the inside and Tequila Sheila. From between horses, Me Carlita. Down the center, an elite run from Boastful Contessa. Final 1/8 of a mile. Alexandra's Joy is finding up front. Me Carlita's now getting on track, but she's out of time. Alexandra's Joy wins. Me Carlita's 2nd, Damaska 3rd, then Tequila Sheila. Number 1, Alexandra's Joy, hammered from a 20-1 morning line, sent off at 3-1 by the wagering public, and that was smart money, and she got the job done under jockey Jose Bautista for trainer Javier Negrete and owner Adela Munoz. 2nd, number 5, Me Carlita, ahead of number 4, Damaska, who ran 3rd. Let's go to the 4th race of the afternoon, 6.5 furlongs over the main track. Race number 4 brings out Claimers in for $6,250. A field of 6. The favorites were the 1, Trickazar, and the 6, Blue Magic. And they're off. From between horses, Magneto go away well with Blue Magic on the outside. Proud Legacy has speed toward the inside, and away 4th is CT Voss. Out the back door early are Trickazar and Optimistic Shot. It's a 3-way scrum for the lead. Magneto Go at a big number has the lead. Here's Proud Legacy moving through on the inside 2nd. Blue Magic on the outside is now 3rd, working 4 ahead of CT Voss, the gray 4th. Back to 5th, and the Trickazar, who starts to get into stride now. Trickazar is drawn within 6 of the lead, and the trailer is Optimistic Shot. Magneto Co. calls it an afternoon. Now the battle rages on between Proud Legacy and Blue Magic. Gap of 4 lengths then to CT Voss. Valentine getting after Trickazar to launch her bid. She's 4th, 5 lengths off the lead with no visible excuse at this stage. 5/16 to go. Blue Magic on the outside, winning the battle with Proud Legacy. The war comes from Trickazar on the outside. 45-1 for the opening half mile, less than a quarter of a mile to get. With the advantage, here's Trickazar on the outside of Blue Magic. These two with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Trickazar striding forward on the outside to take the lead. Blue Magic counterpunching from 2nd, CT Voss 3rd, Proud Legacy 4th. Valentine all over Trickazar to finish the job, and the job is finished. Trickazar is in front. Blue Magic 2nd, 3rd CT Voss, then Optimistic Shot and Proud Legacy. Favorites run 1-2 in today's 4th race with the class-dropping daughter of Tapazar, Trickazar, getting the job done. Owned and trained by Juan Arriagada, she comes back a winner under jockey Francisco Valentine. 2nd, number 6, Blue Magic, and 3rd was number 4, CT Voss. Let's go now to the 5th race of the afternoon, 5 furlongs over the turf. In today's 5th race, we had Claimers racing for $35,000. These were fillies and mares. Scratch number 9, Worth Avenue, a field of 8. The favorite was the 7, Catharsis. And they're off. Catharsis begins very quickly and goes looking for the lead. Our Happy Ending going to try to hold her in the two-path, but Catharsis is too quick, and Catharsis moves to a 2-length lead. Up into second, Lady Greatness alongside Our Happy Ending with Trapped at Sea 4 wide. Heaven's Humor is 3 wide while racing fifth. Then it's Lady Alita ahead of Thinkin' Cowtown, and Cali, California is last. Into the far turn they race, and Jaramillo with the Daughter of Cantharos, Catharsis, on top by a length and a half. On the outside, and Our Happy Ending second. Lady Greatness is back to third. Moving at the rail, and Lady Alita getting in front of Trapped at Sea. From the back and trying to run home is Thinkin' Cowtown with traffic ahead of her as they run to the top of the stretch. 21-2 for the opening quarter, and they're into the drive with the advantage. Catharsis by 2. On the outside, and Our Happy Ending coming at her and coming on from second. Down at the inside third, Lady Alita, late run from Thinkin' Cowtown. 16th to go. Catharsis still strong. Catharsis all the way. Our Happy Ending is second, closer for third. Either Thinkin' Cowtown or Lady Alita in 55-2. It's the Daughter of Cantharos, number 7, Catharsis, who was too fast and too good for the competition here, going gate to wire under jockey Amisai El Jaramillo for trainer Kathleen O'Connell and the Windy Lee Farm. Second, number 1, Our Happy Ending, ahead of number 4, Lady Alita, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. Still to come, the Rainbow Six sequence. Don't go away. And they're off in the Princess Rudy with a quarter-mile left to go. 4 off the top of the turn. Race for the Kathleen O'Connell barn in front by 5 with just an eighth of a mile to go. And she's turning in this into a runaway. The powerhouse performance. She punches her ticket to the Breeders' Cup and wins by 5.
And Ghost Zipper is pulling away. Ghost Zipper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Ghost Zipper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 on the program. Start of today's Rainbow Six. Maidens of the special weight variety went 1 mile for a $47,000 purse. A field of 6 signed on. The favorite was the 2, Quick Step Ed. And they're off. Good start for the favorite, Quick Step Ed, but moving to challenge for the lead is Riverfront, and up on the inside, getting into mischief with some added pop today. Quick Step Ed is between that duo. Out wide on the course goes Din, racing ahead of the newcomer Cyrus the Great, and 4 to the trailer, Wolf Pub. Out of the chute and onto the main course, Riverfront and Zayas have the lead, getting into mischief toward the inside second. Up to third is Quick Step Ed while angling into the clear. Out wide is Den, out widest is Cyrus the Great, and then it's a gap of another 7 to the trailer, Wolf Pub. 23 seconds for a pretty aggressive opening quarter speed as they head to the half-mile point. It's Riverfront in front 3 parts of a length. Toward the inside, getting into mischief, tries to keep up second with Quick Step Ed poised and ready to strike. Up to fourth now, Cyrus the Great. Then inside goes Din, and far back to Wolf Pub. 45-3 for the opening half mile. There's 3 furlongs left to go. Riverfront has paved a quick path up front. Leads the race by a half a length. Quick Step Ed on the outside second. Cyrus the Great now asked to quicken up. He's third and moving in. Down at the inside and Din from fourth. Dropping anchor is getting into mischief with a quarter of a mile left to go. 3 quarters, 1:10-3, and they're at the top of the stretch. Still 4 chances here with the advantage. It's Riverfront. Quick Step Ed fights to go after him. Cyrus the Great down the stand side, and Din is up the rail. 1/8 of a mile to go. Quick Step Ed and Miguel Vasquez starting to get to the front, but Riverfront is dead game, and Riverfront is boxing on for Zayas. Riverfront inside, Quick Step Ed outside. It's Riverfront in front. Riverfront goes all the way and turned away Quick Step Ed, then Cyrus the Great and Din in 137-2. No excuse for number 2, Quick Step Ed. He was just turned away by a gamer racehorse as number 3, Riverfront, goes gate to wire off of fast fractions here under jockey Edgar Zayas from Ralph Nix and the Whisper Hill Farm. 2, Quick Step Ed, second with no excuse, ahead of number 5, Cyrus the Great. The newcomer ended up third. We go to the 7th race now and start the late pick 5 on turf at about 7.5 furlongs. In today's 7th race, scratch number 12, Velvet Isle. Field of 11. The favorite was the 11, Ghostly Beauty. And they're off. From the center, Elite Appeal gets the first call. Toward her inside, Donna Me Up is showing speed. Up on the outside, both Bitcoin Queen and Ghostly Beauty into the top flight. Saving ground at the rail is Kelsey's Cross in the charge to the first turn. Bitcoin Queen and Tony Mirage come away with the lead. At the back of the field, and a bit green was Mean as a Snake. That did It's Her Lucky Day no favors as they were both wide. So Bitcoin Queen leads Elite Appeal by a length and a quarter. Down inside, Kelsey's Cross is a joint third alongside Donna Me Up. Then back from there and in between horses is Adios. Out wide is Ghostly Beauty. She's about 5 lengths off the lead. Then it's Mean as a Snake outside of Tiny Turbo. They're 7 lengths behind. It's a length and a half then to Big Annie racing ahead of the newcomer It's Her Lucky Day. She's onto the main body of the field, about 8 lengths off the lead, and 4 to the trailer, Miss Huff and Puff. They make their way down the backstretch and swing to the far turn. They went 47-2 for the opening half mile after completing a quarter in 23-1. Up front, it's a super bomb, Bitcoin Queen, carving out the numbers. Ghostly Beauty is on the go, but she's very wide. Kelsey's Cross, meanwhile, rides the rail into contention. Elite Appeal is between horses, then Adios and Donna Me Up, and they're at the top of the stretch. Rail open perfectly for Kelsey's Cross, and she takes over the lead. Down the center in Ghostly Beauty from between horses, Elite Appeal. Late run at the rail from Adios for a slice, but this is over. This is all about Kelsey's Cross. Kelsey's Cross, all hail Jairo Rendon on the turf again. He won by 6 aboard Kelsey's Cross. Second was Elite Appeal. Adios is third, then Ghostly Beauty and Bitcoin Queen. Number 2, Kelsey's Cross, makes her second start of the career a very impressive one, and a winning one at that, under the turf man, Jairo Rendon. Jairo has been winning everything on site on the turf course lately. He gets the job done for Patrick Biancone and an ownership group of Patrick Biancone and Sanford Bacon. We go now to the 8th race of the afternoon, the start of the late pick 4, race 8 at 5.5 furlongs. Fillies and mares of the maiden special weight variety with a field of 7. The favorite, Southern California Invader, number 7, Varanasi. And they're off. Out wide, Varanasi was one of the first to break the line. So too was Stormy Nelly. These two move ahead of They Call Me Princess, who moves into third. Back to fourth, Isla Road. Then comes Hannah Storm ahead of Takarus. And the trailer is Our Girl. Down the backstretch they go, and the favorite has the lead, Varanasi, in the South Florida debut, 3 parts of a length. Stormy Nelly is there second, a gap of 4, Isla Road third. Back to fourth now is Hannah Storm, going by They Call Me Princess. Then it's Takarus, and the trailer is Our Girl. 22-1 for the opening quarter speed. Zayas sitting chilly on Varanasi, who has the lead. Isla Road, the daughter of Quality Road, putting her best foot forward. She's up to second. That's all for Stormy Nelly, who's back to third. Then Hannah Storm, and they're at the top of the stretch. Isla Road continues with forward, remember, trying to get to Varanasi at the 8th pole. Varanasi a length and a half. Isla Road on the outside is second, a bit green, however, doing herself no favors as Varanasi stays to her business, and Varanasi will win it. 2 for Zayas. Second is Isla Road. They were well clear of the others, led by They Call Me Princess, who got up third, and Stormy Nelly ran fourth. Number 7, Varanasi, came into South Florida just needing to get to the lead. That's exactly what she did, and the daughter of Jimmy Creed went gate to wire under jockey Edgar Zayas for Todd Fletcher in the Bass stable. Second, number 5, Isla Road, while very green, she's won with the future, ahead of number 3, They Call Me Princess, who re-rallied to get third. We go next to the 9th race and the start of the late pick 3, race 9 on turf at a mile and a 16th. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch the alternates, 13 and 14, a field of 12. This was a wide open betting race. Lily's Heat, one of the first to break the line. Play That Tone has speed. Quick as a Kitten makes it a party. These 3 are quickest. Ahead of Blues Songs, who's away racing in 4th. Up on the outside and now 5th goes Oblio's Wish. In between horses is My Francesca. Saving ground toward the rail is Snowzilla. At the back of the field early is Pointed Lee. They charge around the first turn with Lily's Heat kicking clear to a 3-length lead. Racing in second is Play That Tone. On the outside, Oblio's Wish is third. These top 3 are going aggressively. They've opened 3 on Quick as a Kitten, who'd settled down 4th. Snowzilla is in stride with Blues Songs, then My Francesca. At the inside, it's Miss Maru, racing a half a length better than Rate of Return. On her outside and dropped about 10 lengths off the lead is Much About It. And then at the 3 wide side goes Just a Jill with Pointed Lee at the back. The opening quarter mile was 23-1. The half mile was 47 flat. So Lily's Heat got a breather in the second quarter, but has extended her lead to 6 or 7 lengths. Play That Tone second. Oblio's Wish on the outside third. Blue Songs 3 wide while fourth. Quick as a Kitten losing a touch of ground fifth. Up to 6 goes Snowzilla, then Miss Maru and My Francesca. Just to Jill's on the outside of Rate of Return, then Pointed Lee, and Much About It. They run around the far turn, and the lead is gone for Lily's Heat. They've come to call on the outside, and Oblio's Wish getting first run at the leader. Up on the outside, Blue Song, Snowzilla's widest of all. Rate of Return closing in from the back. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Lily's Heat still there. Oblio's Wish, Rate of Return, Blue Songs, and Play That Tone with Miss Maru next. Lily's Heat fights to hold it. Rate of Return up the inside. Here's Rate of Return, Hyro on turf again. Rate of Return and Hyro Rendon move through at the rail to win it in 142-1.
Turf at Gulfstream Park? That's right, just bet Hyro Rendon. He does it again, as number 8, Rate of Return, rides the rail to victory at 8-1 for trainer Ruben Gracida and owner Anthony DePaula. 11, Lily's Heat was second after an ambitious trip ahead of number 12, Oblio's Wish. She outran her odds. The daughter of Big Drama ended up third. Time for a commercial break. The late Daily Double is on the other side of this timeout. Don't go away.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Back now for race number 10 on the program. Race 10 at 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Rider change on 1, Brandt, make it Miguel Vasquez. A field of 8. The favorite was the 4, Flat Out Flying.
And they're off. From between horses, it's Blind Ruckus who is ridden out to try to get the early lead. Juan and Bina has some tactical foot. Irish Letters is on their outside, and El Playon is widest of all. Flat Out Flying in the pink blinkers is mid-flight. He's about 3 lengths off the lead, working ahead of Brandt and Mass Approval with Mr. McFadden 3 wide at the back of the field. Out of the chute and onto the main track, the opening quarter complete. It goes to Blind Ruckus and Jeffrey Sanchez. That opening quarter was just 24-4. Flat Out Flying has now taken a joint second role alongside Juan and Bina in third. Irish Letters on the outside is fourth, followed fifth by Brandt, then El Playon. Ridden at the back is Mr. McFadden as Mass Approval's ahead of him with less than 5/8 to run. They go to the half-mile point, and Blind Ruckus has the lead a half a length. Flat Out Flying is now second through a 48-1 half-mile. 3 wide. Juan and Bina now third. Gap of 5 to Irish Letters, who puts the cue in the rack. On the outside, an El Playon. Then comes Brandt ahead of Mass Approval, and Mr. McFadden has had his lights turned out as they move past the 5/16. With the advantage, it's Blind Ruckus by a neck. On the outside, Flat Out Flying is now getting serious while second. Juan and Bina calls it a day. Third, El Playon in stride fourth. 3/4, 112 flat. Flat Out Flying is now up to challenge Blind Ruckus for the top. Flat Out Flying with a narrow lead. Blind Ruckus is second. Down the center in El Playon. Final 1/8 of a mile. Blind Ruckus is game, but Flat Out Flying is in front. Flat Out Flying at even money has the lead. It's Mike Napoli to the winner's circle, please. It's Flat Out Flying in front. Blind Ruckus second. Third is El Playon. Fourth is Juan and Bina in 137-2.
We go to the 11th race of the afternoon on turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch the alternates 13 through 16. A field of 12. Favorites included 3 Starship Pinnacle and 7 Mountain Division.
And runners away. Far outside, Happy Hat, quick to begin from the inside. That's I Feel Good away in the top flight from between horses and Whiskey Moment, 3 wide and Mountain Division. Then it's a length and a half to Starship Pinnacle, who improves inside of Calypso Deep. Calypso Deep is mid-flight and about 5 lengths behind. Then it's a length back to Nation USA, who's also mid-flight. He settles a length better than the gray Perfect Enough. Down inside goes Tiz Luna to race about 9 lengths off the pace setter ahead of Barbie's King. Then Drill Down and Commander Fish is last. Opening quarter was sharp, 22-4. Down the backstretch they go. Happy Hat leads the race a length and a quarter over Whiskey Moment in second, and I Feel Good third. Mountain Division watching the action while fourth, a bit keen. Up to fifth, Starship Pinnacle. Unhurried while sixth is Calypso Deep. He's within 5 lengths of the lead, ahead of Nation USA and Tiz Luna. Perfect Enough is 3 wide. Then it's a length and a half back to the outside, and Drill Down trying to get underway with Barbie's King, and Commander Fish is last. Around the far turn they go. Happy Hat tries to string him out. He leads the race by 3. Second is Whiskey Moment, driven third. Mountain Division, Starship Pinnacle fourth, as Happy Hat has this to throw away. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Happy Hat tries to get another eighth of a mile. He leads it by 3.5. Down the center, and Whiskey Moment starts to get a rally going from between horses. Tiz Luna with Starship Pinnacle. 16th to go. Happy Hat's almost there. Whiskey Moment is out of time. Happy Hat in front. Whiskey Moment is second, Tiz Luna third, then Starship Pinnacle, Barbie's King, and Mountain Division in 128-4.
Another 11-race Sunday in the books. We are dark here at Gulfstream Park the next 3 days. Back at it, a 9-race card already drawn. Those past performances are out and available for your handicapping pleasure for a Thursday card that gets underway at 1:15 p.m. Good night, everybody.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.